Okay, today we're going to look at the folded spaces insert for Twilight Imperium. One of my favorite games of all time. This massive 4X game with tons and tons and tons and tons of pieces. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. And we notice off the first bat that there's going to be some air in here. And that's a good thing actually, because there's an expansion for this game that's coming out that I'm going to pick up shortly. And they also have the additional foam core inserts to store that. So, and the configuration will change. There's actually multiple different configurations that can work for this Twilight Imperium one. And this is just the one I liked. But you have a lot to choose from, and whatever one works best for you is fine. But you got your rule book, and you got your player boards, multiple different boards. There's one for every faction that comes with the game, and there's a lot of factions. You got your lore book, and your how to play guide, and you got your little sheet here that tells you how you could put it back together, but I just did my own little thing. This one's fine, but I liked it a little spaced out with here. The other one gives a little bit more space on the side for the other additional insert, which I'll probably set up later. And you have these nice trays that have all the ships for each player, so you can just hand this out and they can use this during the game, because you don't, as they purchase their ships, they can put them in and out of here. And this is actually going to be 6 trays of these, so they go all the way straight down for all up to 6 players, which I know a lot of people may not like going the high player counts on there, but I like the highest player counts on here, which 6 is wonderful for me. And then you have your little your victory point score track. And down here I have a couple of the planet tiles and a couple of the different what are they called? Different abilities you can pick out through the games. So these are the roles you get to pick during each round. And now, I will say that this game here, anyway, you're going to store it laying down anyway. But this insert doesn't let you store it vertically, but I'm never going to be looking to store it actually vertically. And I sort of slipped in my hand, so that's why the stuff's all over the place in here. But in general, this is all just all going to be nice and neat. And like, you got flags, you got your other little tokens down in here. And over here, this is going to be, these are going to probably be faction specific ones. Nope, they're just regular planets. You have your these different foam core inserts that hold stuff. This one here is going to be holding factions. There's at least 10 factions. I can't remember off the top of my head in here. There's actually probably more factions than that. And with the expansion, it's going to give you even more factions, but you're going to put their home planets in here. And underneath the home planets are all their little player pieces. And you can just hand these out with whatever faction they picked and whatever color. So that's nice. And then under here, you have more tiles. So there's a lot of these little boxes, really nice for handing out to the players. And these are actually going to be 4 deep in here. So there's a lot of these guys. And I do really appreciate the fact that you have little trays for each of the players and each of the factions, because that drastically reduces the setup time of the game, which can be significant. I'll actually put these guys on top of there to keep that from moving. And there is some space in here, and that again is going to be because, well, the room for the expansion is nice, and the insert that come with the game is actually fine, but it doesn't work with sleeves at all, where this guy does. So here's all your cards. There's 4 trays of those cards, which is all separated out in different things, and they're in there. So that's nice. So I do like this a lot. I didn't think that the original tray that came with the game was functional, because as soon as you sleeve those cards, they actually don't fit anymore. So this insert was really a necessity for me because I love the game and I love getting new players in. But what I don't love about the game is the setup time. It takes me probably, before this insert, probably takes me a good 30 minutes to set up the game and get everything going. Now it takes about 5 or 6, so that's really nice. So for me, I highly recommend this folded spaces insert for Twilight Imperium. Thank you for watching.